Well, Americans are outraged. They're taking to the streets. They're rallying for police officers and for safety in our communities. This as police unions in cities like New York and Los Angeles are blasting the movement to cut police budgets. New numbers coming in. They are alarming. The stunning new numbers, and then we now have 39 states releasing more than 106 prisoners due to COVID-19. All of this is happening as Mexico is warning that it is dealing with a shockingly violent and powerful drug cartel that is pouring drugs into America. Mexico, this cartel is a threat to its own national security. Again, record amounts of drugs laced with fentanyl and more pouring into the U.S. from this drug cartel. It is setting up shop in cities that are moving to defund the police. Let's welcome back Tennessee Republican Mark Green. Great to have you back on. Your reaction to all of what's going on?
Well, it's pretty crazy, you know, in the midst of pushing to defund the police, states like California are releasing more of their criminals into the streets. It's just absurd to see what's going on. And it's not shocking. I mean, you think of what they did last year. Democrats actually prioritized the health care of illegal immigrants over the health care of veterans. So it's no wonder that they would, you know, protect criminals more than they would law-abiding citizens. It's just who they are.
Yeah. You know, in California, they're releasing 8,000 more inmates. They released 10,000 in LA. They're not testing these individuals, these prisoners. They're not testing them for COVID-19 before they're released back into the community. And UCLA and Johns Hopkins find that prison inmates test positive for COVID-19 at a rate nearly 6 times higher than the general public. I do want to move on to this because we are running out of time. Let's talk about what's going on in Mexico. Mexico, deadliest cartel violence, a surge in violence not seen in a generation. It's the rise of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Mexico says this is an urgent threat to its national security. Your reaction?
Yeah, these cartels are actually, they're very wealthy from the drug money that they make. They have their own armies. They operate like terrorists, beheading people, pulling people out of their homes and murdering them. Certainly, at some point, it destabilizes the country of Mexico. These people are flooding, you know, killing. Fentanyl is one of the most potent killers of any of the substances that they sell, and they're bringing that right across our southern border. They're an enemy.
And this drug cartel. The DEA is finding they're setting up shop in New York City, Los Angeles, Houston, Chicago, and Atlanta. And these are cities that are defunding the police, moving to do that. Your reaction to that?
Well, it makes no sense at all. You know, you're going to lower your ability to protect Americans, the people of your city, while the threat is increasing. I mean, that makes no sense whatsoever. And even the police themselves are, you know, I think you mentioned that either in this monologue or before, they're screaming out, they want to help, they want to serve. Unfortunately, what a few bad police officers have done has resulted in this outcry that makes no sense whatsoever. Defunding the police is not the answer. It's fixing those police unions that have protected bad cops for all these years. That's the issue. That's what has to be fixed.
Congressman Mark Green, it's so good to see you. Come back soon.
Thanks for having me, Liz.